This time, I would like to call the special closed session meeting to order. Clerk of the Board, please call the roll.
Arancibia is not here. Miss Emerald's not here. Lopez?
Here.
Lopez Cepeda?
Here.
Solis?
Present.
Aguirre?
Here.
This is the point on the agenda where members of the public may address the board on matters posted for special closed session meeting. And in accordance with Government Code Section 54954.3, Section A, the board will provide an opportunity for members of the public to directly address the legislative body concerning any item that has been described in the notice for the meeting before or during consideration of that item. Each person wishing to address an item excuse me, on the meeting notice in closed session will have 2 minutes to do so.
There are no speakers.
If there is no communication, I will recess the meeting for consideration of the following closed session item as posted on the meeting notice. 1, conference with legal counsel, existing litigation, paragraph 1 of subdivision D of Government Code Section 54956.9. We will now adjourn to closed session. This time, I would like to reconvene a special closed session meeting to order. Clerk of the board, please call roll.
Arencibia?
Present.
Emerald? Here. Lopez?
Here.
Lopez Veda?
Here.
Solis?
Present.
Aguirre?
Here.
The board met in closed session preceding this meeting to discuss the following issue: conference with legal counsel, existing litigation, paragraph 1 of subdivision D of Government Code Section 54956.9. The board took no reportable action. The special closed session board meeting is now adjourned. At this time, I would
Arencibia?
Present.
Emerald? Here. Lopez?
Here.
Lopez Veda?
Here.
Solis?
present.
Aguirre?
Here.
We will now hold a moment of silence and the Pledge of Allegiance by our superintendent.
Hands over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Per Government Code Section 54954.3, this is the point of the agenda where members of the public may address the board on any item that has been described in the notice for the special meeting before or during consideration of that item. Speakers shall be limited to 3 minutes each. Thank you for your cooperation.
There are no speakers.
All right, since there's no speakers, we'll start with C1. Oh, I should read it. Thank you. C1, approve, ratify the comprehensive tenant agreement for reopener negotiations agreed to in the 2024-2025 contract between the Sweetwater Union High School District and the Sweetwater Education Association, CTA, NEA, SEA, the exclusive representative of the teachers unit. Any questions, comments, motion?
So moved.
Have a motion
Second.
and a second.
Arencibia?
Yes.
Emerald?
Yes.
Lopez?
Yes.
Lopez Veda?
Yes.
Solis?
Yes.
Motion passes 5-0.
Okay, moving on to C2, approve, ratify the agreement between the Sweetwater Union High School District and the National Association of Government Employees, NAGE, and the California School Employees Association, CSEA, and its Operations Chapter 258, Official, Technical, and Business Services Chapter 471, and Paraprofessionals Chapter 731 regarding each association's Article 7 wages. Questions, comments, or?
Comment.
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to say that we, the board, appreciate the associations who were able to ratify before January 1st, because this would guarantee your retro pay sooner rather than later. I know that these raises are welcomed, but I also want everyone to understand that it will come at a cost of some positions being cut because of funding cuts.
Thank you. I believe General Counsel Carbuccia.
Thank you. And I know that we had, I'll talk about these as C1 and C2 together, because it really is a large team effort when we bring forward collective bargaining agreements. So as it relates to SEA first, we worked very, very hard with SEA's bargaining team. It would not have been possible without the leadership of SEA working together. Yes, we agreed to some changes in the safety article also, which I think are well-deserved and they're much smaller. But as it relates to this raise specifically, we had some very hard conversations at the table about the fact that we have a structural deficit of over $50 million already without a raise, in addition to declining enrollment. And so the conversations we had at the table were about, and it is on the district and you as a board to make a decision on what cuts, how we afford a raise. But we were very clear and transparent at the table that the only way this raise would happen is if we were able to find one-time funding solutions and ongoing budget cuts to bring that deficit down, because we already have been working on dealing with that structural deficit. So we made a couple of very clear conditions in that. One was we were going to have funding, we tied the language, and it's in the language explicitly, that how we will fund the raise is through budget cuts and through ongoing, one-time and ongoing funding solutions. So one, that's in all of the agreements with SEA as well as the Me Too. The second was exactly where you went, was to ensure that a retroactive pay increase is very, very hard to our classified staff. We have a small payroll team, and they work diligently, and I want to thank them for the work that they're going to do in advance on this. But one of the major ways that we ensure that we can keep them within their workload is not to do retroactive, not to do long retroactive periods, because you have to touch every single employee entry for the entire period of time of retroactive work. And our team, that is very hard, and we are appreciative of SEA very much for recognizing our classified staff and the work of our classified staff, and that is why we have that condition. NAGE and Me Too in this item, we had strong conversations with them about budget needs as well. It's really easy to trigger a Me Too, but they recognize that they're triggering that this is also the district's going to make some cuts, and they've already requested information and are ready to come to the table to help us do that collaboratively the way CSEA and NAGE have always done, and they did in our past budget issues, and they will continue to do. And so I want to make sure that we thank them as well, giving you a little bit of a heads up of where we are. You know, we've reached an agreement with our Administrators Association. That has to come to a regularly scheduled board meeting. So you will see that at our regularly scheduled board meeting, as well as anyone else we're able to reach agreement with. But that really is where we're sitting. But this is one set of timing, and then you will see the next raise, even though it only goes back to January 1st, will end up being paid at a different window, because it's when we're able to process everything with the San Diego County Office of Ed. So that was my long way of saying this isn't an easy raise to give. We're going to work really hard with our teams to make sure, and with our associations to make sure that that we're able to pay them the best wages we possibly can, at the same time still giving services to our kids. But it's also a big fat thank you to our staff that are going to have to do the work to implement this.
Thank you for that clarification, Superintendent. Or,
I think what I wanted to say was I want to give thanks to both the our employees and the SEA and AGE, and to the folks that done bargain on the districts, and to be able to come to an agreement that we understand the shortcomings of the budget, and then I think everybody's being forthcoming and understanding the constraints that we're in, the budgetary moment that we're in, but that everybody came and got it done in a timely fashion, at least with those two bargaining units. To me, is 2-3 bargaining units. It's really, really key that everybody understands and everybody's participating in this. And I just want to say thank you to everyone, because we are trying to navigate a very, very fine line, and it's not easy, but everybody's not rosy-eyed, but at the same time too very, very clear in how we're going to be able to navigate this line in the future. So I thank you, Dr. Salkel, too, for saving us the monies to be able to actually be able to do something like this, and the leadership from Dr. Aguirre as well with regards to this, and obviously you, Counselor, I want to say, thank you for all the work you put in, as well as, Trustee Ugarte, and I want to say thank you with regards to that, because I think we're in a precarious economic time, and I just want to be able to say thank you for everybody being patient and realistic in the way that we're going to approach this. Thank you.
thank you, Dr. Arancibia. Member Emerald?
I don't know whether this is proper, but I would, after we finish this next item, perhaps revisit C1. There was some discussion about legal fees, and, no?
No.
That's okay. All right. Never mind. Thank you.
Thank you. Superintendent?
No, by me. Thank you, President Solis. I just wanted to take a moment to recognize kind of what this represents and what it reflects. And I think this agreement represents the fact that we're forging our own path here at Sweetwater. At a time and a moment where the word compromise seems to be a bad word, at a time and a moment where compromise seems to be shunned and looked down upon, I think it's important the positive things that compromise can bring about. It doesn't mean everybody gets everything they want. I think it means that we have a real clear understanding of the implications and that we come together to make the best decisions possible for as many people as possible. I think it means that we resolve to continue to problem solve the problems that we have, as well as take advantage of the opportunities that we have together. And I'm really grateful and I'm really proud of what this represents, because it represents an ability to find common ground when it may not be easy. Because when it's easy, it's easy. But when it's difficult, I think that's when it shows real leadership, and it really shows a deep level of care for our students, for our staff, and really for our broader community. So for that, I'm grateful to all the associations who participated in this, and I extend my hopeful approach that hopefully we can do the same with those who are not on the agenda on this agenda. It is my hope that we can also arrive at a constructive compromise, again, meaning that it doesn't mean everybody gets everything they want, but we are able to come to meaningful resolution to move our collective district and our organization forward to support our students, our employees, our community more broadly. So for that, I wanted to express my gratitude.
Thank you, Dr. Aguirre. Any other comments or entertain a motion?
If there's none, I'll make the motion to approve.
Okay, we have a motion and a second.
Arencibia?
Yes.
Emerald? Lopez?
Yes.
Lopez Zepeda?
Yes.
Solis?
Yes.
Motion passes 5-0.
Okay, moving on to C3. Approve salary schedules for the 2025-2026 fiscal year in accordance with bargained agreements for all staff and CalSTRS public disclosure requirements, effective January 1st, 2026. Comments, questions, motions?
Motion to approve.
Okay, we have a motion
Second.
and a second.
Arencibia?
Yes.
Emerald?
Yes.
Lopez?
Yes.
Lopez Zepeda?
Yes.
Solis?
Yes.
Motion passes 5-0.
All right, C4, excuse me. Approve salary schedules for the 2025-2026 fiscal year in accordance with bargain agreements for all staff and CalPERS public disclosure requirements, effective January 1st, 2026. Questions, comments?
So
Motion.
moved.
We have a motion
Second.
and a
Yes.
Emerald?
Yes.
Lopez?
Yes.
Lopez Zepeda?
Yes.
Solis?
yes.
Motion passes 5-0.
And C5, approve daily rate pay for certificated substitutes, effective January 1st, 2026.
And so moved.
We have a motion
Second.
and a second.
Arencibia?
Yes.
Emerald? Lopez?
Yes.
Lopez Zepeda?
Yes.
Solis?
Yes.
Motion passes 5-0.
Okay, with that, thank you. Happy New Year. And this special board meeting is now adjourned.